Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here in June. I'm very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I won't do the touching. He's back again. If you're feeling charitable, please smash the subscribe button and the like button. And please do follow me on Twitter at MoviesTVMad. I want to talk Ray Fisher again because you know what a fantastic, intelligent, lovely, kind, compassionate young man I think Ray Fisher is. So let's talk about him. Screen Rant are certainly talking about him. Cyborg actor Ray Fisher is emotional about Snyder's Justice League. Of course, this happened on the day Zack Snyder did the Man of Steel watch party, announced the release of the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and Ray reacted emotionally. But we need to talk about this. Cyborg Victor Stone actor Ray Fisher is overwhelmed with emotions when talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League finally releasing via HBO Max. Cyborg Victor Stone actor Ray Fisher is overwhelmed with emotion when talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League getting released. After 2.5 years of clamouring for the Snyder Cut of the 2017 DC Films project, fans are finally getting what they're asking for. Snyder himself confirmed that his Justice League will be rolled out through the HBO Max next year during his watch party of Man of Steel last week. The announcement came after weeks of speculation regarding the much clamoured cut seeing the light of day, despite Warner Bros. Being mum about it for the most part. It turns out when fans celebrated Justice League's second year anniversary last year, I wouldn't say we celebrated it, using it to get as much attention to the release of the Snyder Cut movement, the studio was already keeping an eye on the campaign. So when big name actors like Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot, even through their support, Warner Brothers decided to reach out to Snyder about what they can do regarding the thriving petition. In a clip via Rakip M, Fisher talked about his excitement over the upcoming release of Snyder's Justice League. He thanked everyone who pushed for the movement and attested to the filmmaker's elation over this happening. Visibly overwhelmed with gratitude, the actor had to pause for a while to keep his emotions in check, before thanking those who made this happen again. Checking out the video below. Reports reveal that after Snyder learned that he's able to revisit Justice League and bring his version to fruition, the director called up some of his cast members. The first on his list was Ray Fisher, who was so excited about the news. It's no secret that much of Snyder's story for the film was changed when Joss Whedon stepped in to do extensive reshoots and assemble the final cut. Cyborg's role in the movie was most affected as the theatrical iteration totally rid of his origin story, including some character moments between him and his family. Fisher's Stone was supposed to be the heart of the film, having a personal stake in the narrative with his connection to the mother boxes, not to mention the involvement of his father Silas Stone, Joe Morton, who used the powerful devices to reconstruct his disabled son. Fisher was one of the first cast members to who openly supported the release of the Snyder Cut movement. And that's not surprising, since the 2017 version of Justice League relegated him to be a plot device rather than a key player in the story. That left him with no clear path moving forward in the DCEU, evidenced by the lack of an origin movie in active development. And originally under Zack, there was going to be one in development, by the way. Now that it's finally happening, it's safe to say that the new project will fully tell his character's intended story and maybe even position him better in the franchise. Question is if Fisher needs to return and do additional shoots for the HBO Max project. A lot of his cut scenes were already filmed, but Snyder may want to expand on his story more, especially if the streaming service is more lenient with the format it will be once it rolls out. Yes, this is true. And one of the big themes for me, for Ray Fisher's Cyborg, is that we're talking about someone with a disability. We're talking about someone who's previously very active. He's a football star. He's able-bodied. He has it all. He may not have a great relationship with his father, which we know from the graphic novels as well, but he was very active. And to lose that and then become this machine is part of the commentary that Zack Snyder wanted to make in his Justice League movie. I think it's a very important piece of commentary, very exciting to an actor who's from the theatre and theatrically and royally trained, you know. So very, very special for Ray, and I'm looking forward to see his full performance as Victor Stone aka Cyborg. Are you looking forward to this? I bet you are. It's going to be amazing. I can't believe we have to wait a year, but it's going to be worth well the wait. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back for more DCEU Daily a little bit later on. See you again soon.